All right, so we rev up your chainsaws because we got some Texas chainsaw news. And yeah, if you guys remember last year, one of the biggest things I was covering at the time was this outright bidding war for the rights to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We had like Jordan Peele, we had Neon with what's his name, Perkins, Anthony Perkins' son. We had all these different like major companies, major movie studios, a lot of them horror, and some of them horror legends, trying their best to get the rights to Texas Chainsaw, which, if I'm being honest, I would have loved to have seen a Jordan Peele Texas Chainsaw movie. Like that, like Jordan Peele's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. How good would that have been? But we didn't get it. But what we did get was A24 won the bidding war for the movie rights for Texas Chainsaw. I'm just happy it wasn't Sony. I'm going to say that right now. I'm glad it wasn't Sony. I may have my problems with A24. Trust me, I have a lot of problems with A24. But I'm also happy Blumhouse didn't get the films either. I'm actually genuine. Like, I know someone's going to be like, oh, but Blumhouse, they make horror movies. Yeah. Have they made quality horror movies in a while? No, go ahead. Ask me. Have they made a good quality horror movie in like the past 2 years? Oh, they haven't? So yeah, I'm glad Blumhouse didn't get them, even though, yes, I heard that Blumhouse wasn't even interested. But at the same time, I was like, I'm glad you didn't even throw your hat in the ring, Blumhouse. But I'm also happy Sony didn't get them. And I think the other thing is A24 is only using the rights for a limited amount of time. Like, they only have it for a certain... I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know the full extent of the contract. But Sony wanted to fully buy the rights to Texas Chainsaw, whereas A24 has made like a deal to only have them for an X amount of time. So what we know so far is that A24 is coming out with 2 different Texas Chainsaw projects, a new movie and a TV series. So we know nothing about either of these projects, gonna be honest. We have no idea what either of these projects are going to do. We don't know what they're about. But what we do know is the TV series will be produced by Glenn Powell, the actor, who, if I'm being honest, of all things, Glenn Powell, he's an actor who's like, he looks to me like Channing Tatum if he was made by Temu. That's what Glenn Powell looks like to me. But I will say that, like, if he's really upset, and every time he's done interviews about this, he's talked about how much he has a lot of reverence for the Texas Chainsaw property. Now, whether that will be executed properly to a TV series, I don't know. But it does give me the sense that, like, he wants to do this project and give some love to it. And it also does make me think that he's probably going to, like, the character he might play is kind of like something akin to Viggo Mortensen's Tex. Which, that's fine. It's not one of my favorite Texas Chainsaw. Look, if we're going to be honest, Texas Chainsaw is not a franchise to me that has a lot of love for it, because there's so many bad sequels, and but they're even like the sequels I think are okay. I just don't want to watch. There's really only, if I'm going to be completely honest with all of you watching, there's only like 3, maybe 4 of these movies I like. The first, of course, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. Don't fight with me, you'll lose. That movie is great. It's a fun, out-of-pocket sequel. The remake and the remake's prequel. That's about it. I do think there's some things to like about Part 3. Part 4, The Next Generation. What the hell was that? Leatherface sucked. The 2022 movie is abysmal. But having rewatched it not too long ago, having seen that movie again, I will admit that I think Leatherface is worse. That movie's not good. That movie sucks still. That movie still sucks. 18 Flavors of Dick. But I will say I would watch that over the Leatherface prequel movie, where it just wanted so hard to be Devil's Reject light. So, but that movie, but make no mistake, the 2022 movie just sucks donkey dick. But I will still give that a little more reverence, slightly, over the Leatherface movie. But yeah, So I don't know what A24 is going to have planned for either for either this TV show. I don't even know how you do a Texas Chainsaw TV show. I really have no clue how you do that. Is this going to be an origin story? I hope not. God, I'm so sick of origin stories. I mean, I feel like that. I can't say this is for certain, but in my gut, I'm like, there's a part of me that's like, I think it's going to be an origin story. It's going to be a straight up origin story because they're going to look at Crystal Lake and go, we can do that. I don't want that. If you're going to do a TV show, just make it like an episodic movie. Just give us the family terrorizing a bunch of kids, or maybe even a small town just outside of the house. Also, we don't know what continuity this is, because you want to talk about like blurred lines in canon. Oh my God, Texas Chainsaw's movie canon is just the worst. So I have a feeling they're just going to acknowledge part 1 and that's it. Like, they're just going to requel it for the movie. I don't think they're going to do, like, I think from what I understand, it's the movie side of things. It will not be a remake. It will not be, it's not going to be a remake. What I will say though, is that this is probably going to be another requel, probably build up to another franchise, because that's what you do these days. And it's funny because I did a whole video last night talking about when do we end a franchise, because I was like, how long can we keep this goat milked, right? I will say that I am curious. I am curious to see what A24 is going to do. I don't think I will say, it kind of works that A24 are the ones that got the project. I will say that. I think out of everyone close outside of like Neon and Monkey's Paw, which is Jordan Peele's company, A24 was built like there would be no A24 without movies like Texas Chainsaw. So I think it's safe. Definitely safe from Sony, I can tell you that. But I think they're not just. I hope at least they're not going to put Joe Schmo on directing and whatnot. I hope they actually get someone who, like a solid director. And if they say Ari Aster, I'm out, man. I'm just out. I swear to God, if they say Ari Aster is directing Texas Chainsaw, I'm out. I can't do it. I do not like any of his movies. If you like them, that's fine. If you like Hereditary and like Midsommar and whatever the fine fuck Beau is Afraid was, that's totally fine. But I do not like any. His films are like the embodiment of elevated horror that I fucking despise. And I know I say this as a Robert Eggers fan. What do you want me to do? Anyway, so yeah, they haven't. I don't know what they're going to do for the film. I don't know. Also, I'm curious if the film is going to be like a feature-length film spin-off for the TV series, because I just thought just popped into my head. It's like, what if they make that project what if they make that project into a spin-off for the show, or like an intro to the show? Or is the show going to be connected to the movie, or is it going to be two different things? I have no clue. Like, we don't know. All we know is A24 is frontlining this project. I would imagine it's probably going to come out 2027, 2028-ish. I think I think it was said in the article that the movie's going to come first before the TV show. So that, I would say probably mid to late 2027, early 2028 at best for that film. Because they're going to fast track this. You mark my words. They're not going to just sit around on it. I think the TV show will come secondly. But the movie's going to come first. Anyway, yeah. So we'll see what happens. I'm cautiously optimistic, even though yes, A24 is it's a solid pick, but at the same time, I'm like, don't make this too art house, guys. All right. I'm glad it wasn't Sony, but I don't put a lot of faith in you either. Anyway, So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of A24's announcement for a movie and TV series for Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Do you guys want it to be a direct sequel? Do you want it to be a requel? Or do you think it'll be a full reboot? What do you guys think the TV show will be about? What do you think the movie will be about? And do you think they're going to be connected in some way? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.